This is my first video, and I'm going to be doing a lot of mock drafts on here, and I'm doing one with the Chicago Bears today. My plan is by March 15th, I would like to go through every single team. I'm going to do the Bears today first because they really do intrigue me as a team. They have 2 second-round picks, which is big. They don't have a first-round pick, which is not going to be as good. But we're going to see what happens. So I use the Draft Network for my mock drafts. I have the premium membership. I really recommend you guys get it because it's $30 a year and you can get trades. You can go to their forum. There's a lot of really cool benefits. So I'm going to put a link in the description for the Draft Network. I have my own personal big board I use. The only issue with Draft Network I have is they have guys like Solomon Kidney and Shane Lemonnier in like the 4th to 5th round range, but I would not. But they're going to be 2nd to 3rd round guys. So I'm a little picky on some of this, but I have my own board. We're going to do the Bears. Now, at least for my first round of mock drafts for all 32 teams, I'm going to do it this style. Eventually, if, maybe I'll put in graphics or something, because the reason why I want to do this is I want to show you guys my thoughts as a general manager. Because right when I start the draft, we're in a scenario where, you can see all the picks. I just want to zoom out a little bit. There we go. That's better. And, the cool thing is I can trade up, trade down. Excuse me. So knowing the Bears were at 43 and 50, there's a chance where a guy like Mekhi Becton or someone like that falls to maybe like 34, 35. I may package those 2 picks to move up. But let's start the Bears mock draft. I'm going to pause at times, like right now, where 3 straight edge rushers went. The only issue with this board and the Draft Network is, it's not always going to be accurate to real life. I think Kayvon Chason could be a top 5 pick, depending on how the combine and, pro days go. AJ Epinesa is not going to be the 3rd overall pick. I like Epinesa as a 4-3 guy, and I like him probably better than Chason if you have a 4-3 scheme. He's not going to go number 3, but hey, I'm the Bears. That works better for me because there's more talent that's going to fall. In this mock, I'm most likely going to stick with Mitchell Trubisky unless my guy at quarterback in the 2nd to 3rd round is still on the board. My Eagles, I'm a huge Eagle fan. Happy they took Henry Ruggs. Little error here. Okay, so looking at the board right now, for the Bears, Mekhi Becton is a guy who I've highlighted for this. One of mine, a wide receiver, but I guess Justin Jefferson could be an okay fit if he falls to maybe the Cardinals pick. Dolphins taking Jordan Love. Let's see. Mekhi Becton goes to Green Bay, so that's probably going to eliminate our trade-up scenarios. Now, for the Bears, it's kind of interesting because I know they have Trey Burton at tight end. He's not been as good for them. Hunter Bryant is my favorite tight end of this year's draft, but I don't know if they want someone who's a lot like Trey Burton. So I think Cole Kmet is a legit option if he falls to 43. Damn it. My guy is Jacob Eason. He's my 2nd or 3rd round quarterback. He just went to the Jaguars. He could have been the pick here. All right, so the Draft Network's team needs are interior offensive line. I mean, I could see that being a need. I feel like that, if Trubisky's your quarterback moving forward, you need to have a good offensive line in place, but you need more than just Allen Robinson at receiver. I think receivers, their biggest need, in my personal opinion, are just playmakers for Trubisky, because their defense is, it's not as good as it was last year in the 2018 season, but it's still very talented. But looking at the board, I know we have pick 50. I'm not going to trade down if I'm the Bears. You need to take talented guys. Jalen Reagor and KJ Hamler are intriguing options because, knowing Matt Nagy's scheme, you can have one either on a slant, a drag, in or out pattern, and they could possibly get an 80-yard touchdown. But I feel like with the 43rd pick, knowing that, the Colts could possibly go after the guy I want to take, if Austin Hooper leaves the Falcons, Cole Kmet can go there. I'm just going to take Cole Kmet to be safe. He's our first pick for the Chicago Bears. I think I'm going to lean towards KJ Hamler if he's on the board, but I'm going to take a look around. I like Trey Adams a lot, the tackle out of Washington. One cool thing of the Draft Network, too, is you could see, their different scouting reports and stuff on these guys. Trey Adams is intriguing. It feels like he's been a senior for like 2 straight years. It's weird because he was such a great talent. He's kind of regressed a little bit. Edge rusher could be intriguing. Maybe like a Julian Okora. I know they run a 3-4 in Chicago, so I'm trying to think about their scheme a lot. Zach Bond is actually a good fit for them. I'm actually going to take Zach Bond here for the Chicago Bears. I was thinking about KJ Hamler, and maybe, depending on where we pick next. Oh, nope, never mind. We're not going to trade up at all. I forgot. They didn't have a 3rd or a 4th round pick. Yeah, so, looking at the Bears next year, they have Mitchell Trubisky at quarterback, who I actually like more than other people. I thought he was a little overrated coming into this season, but, he's not terrible. I think Mitchell still has a chance to grow, but you have to build a team around him. If you're the Bears, you either have to say Mitchell's our quarterback moving forward, 100%, or you got to find a new guy this offseason. A guy like Jacob Eason could be a good role. I think Jake Fromm is the perfect Matt Nagy scheme guy. I believe. Fucking Denver just took him. So, other than that, Chicago, I think David Montgomery is going to be a good running back for you guys moving forward. Tariq Cohen is a good chess piece. My issue with the running game for Chicago, though, is, you don't have the guy. Montgomery could definitely be the guy for you guys. Receivers, you have Allen Robinson, Taylor Gabriel, both. Allen Robinson's a B+ receiver. Taylor Gabriel's probably a C+. I like Anthony Miller a lot, but he didn't get as much production as I wanted this year. Tight end, you guys have Trey Burton, Adam Shaheen. I like Adam Shaheen, and maybe see if you can bring him back. But in our instance, bringing Cole Kmet is probably the way to go. All right, we're back on the board here. So I think offensive line is a need for you guys. I believe Cody Whitehair is a free agent, and your tackles aren't incredible. Chicago, you need to spend most of your money in free agents on the offensive line without a first-round pick, because how the offensive linemen work this year is there's the Elite Four: Becton, Andrew Thomas, Tristan Wirfs, and Jedrick Wills. Other than that, then you have Tyler Biadasz, Trey Adams, Solomon Kinley, Shane Lemonnier, guys like that who are in the second tier, but now you're in your third tier guys. And really the only guy who I'm even going to consider is like a Tommy Kramer or a Charlie Heck with this pick, but I'm not going to do that. Nate Stanley is an intriguing option. I think he could work well in Chicago's offense, but I think he can fall to our next selection. So at this point, I'm taking BPA, best player available. And I'm going to give you guys Antonio Gandy-Golden out of Liberty. I think he is somebody who could flourish at receiver, but he needs to get some time to develop. He's not going to be, I wouldn't even put money on him for Rookie of the Year if it's 100,000 to 1 bet. Nah, actually, I probably would just put 50 cents on that just to get a crazy chance. But he's somebody who I think is going to take a lot of time to develop. His height's big. Athleticism-wise, he's intriguing, but who did he really play? He may have played a few good college teams. But other than that, that's my concern with Gandy-Golden. I don't know how he can play against NFL-level DBs. This pick here, I'm going to take Nate Stanley out of Iowa. He's going to be quarterback competition. They must have a glitch in Colorado. Sorry, I just see this 2019. I'll have to report that. All right, but now 6th round pick. So you have Nate Stanley, who's probably not going to be your future quarterback. I think Nate Stanley is going to be one of the better backup quarterbacks in the next few years, but he's not really going to start for a team. Now, at this point in the draft, my philosophy is day 3 picks besides a 4th rounder is BPA. I like Jonathan Garvin a lot out of Miami, so I'm going to give you guys a second edge with Zach Bond, which Zach Bond's intriguing. I think he could really be your possible other edge rusher with Khalil Mack and Leonard Floyd. I know your other guy. But Leonard Floyd's not an incredible edge rusher. I mean, he's a good edge rusher for sure. But if you can get Zach Bond, develop him, I think he can be something special for you. 7th round. I'm going to give you guys Calvin Throckmorton out of Oregon. And then I know I like John Running a lot out of Michigan, but I'm a huge Michigan fan. Yeah, so I'm going to have a little bit of bias towards my boy Runyon. And you know what? This was one of my favorite late round corners in this year's draft class. You know, I was not high I was not high on the Eagles drafting Avonte Maddox out of Pittsburgh when they did it last draft or 2018. I was proven wrong. I watched a little bit on Dane Jackson. You know, I like him, and he's not a risk. He's a 7th round pick, so we're gonna take Dane Jackson here. That's gonna be it, and that's gonna probably be it for the video. I want to do stuff like this. I'm going to try getting at least one out every day. If you guys like the format, cool. Now, if you're like I plan on doing, Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota next. But if you're if you're a Jaguar fan, if you're an Eagle fan like me, or if you're, even a Brown fan, if you want me to do your team, I will definitely move that up for you guys. But overall, the final draft is Komet, Bond, Gandy, Golden, Stanley, Garvin, Throckmorton, Jackson. And that's going to be it, y'all. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see y'all later.